What's up, everybody? Hope you all had a great day. Hope you all had a great weekend. Um, Getting into this episode of Beyond the Gates. This was a damn good episode, let me tell you. First and foremost, let's get into Doug ass. Doug has lost his damn. You can't tell Doug shit. Doug is not trying to listen to anything. All that man know is he got a new lease on life. His debt was cleared. He got some more gambling money. That man about to show out. He about to show out like never before. Randy, I respect the shit out of his friend Randy though. I respect it because Randy really does not want to treat him like a mark. He really don't. He really don't want to treat him how he would treat somebody else. He's really still trying to be a friend to him and trying to get him to slow his roll. He was like, listen, stop gambling. Go get some more patience. Work on some more patience to pay this debt off, to pay Joey back. Do that. Stop the gambling. Doug ain't trying to hear a damn word. Doug think he hot shit right now. All because Joey helped him out. Doug is stupid. But you know what? That's why I feel like storylines like this are very important to tell. Because this shit happens in real life. It's very relatable. Like, so many people get caught up like this. They start that gambling and they start losing everything. Like the shirt on their back, the shoes on their feet. They just lose. Constant loser. And Doug is not smart enough to realize he's so addicted that he doesn't realize he's being played. Like Joey is doing what a lot of thugs do who run casinos. This is what they do. They clear your tab. They give you some more gambling money. Let you win a few hands just to get your mojo back, get your confidence back up, make you think, oh, you hot shit, you got a hot hand, you can't lose until you do lose. And Doug is not realizing the setup. Like, sir, you won because they let you win. That's why you won. They allowed you to win. Duh, that's what casinos do. That's what a lot of crooked casinos do. Let you think you hot shit. You got a hot hand, so you will keep gambling. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't even see the setup, and that's sad. That is sad. I'm like, sir, you need to go get you some help. I can't wait for Vanessa to find all this shit out. Like, what's her reaction gonna be? But you know what? As good a friend as Randy is at this point, I feel like Randy just need to let him be. He tried to get him to see reason, to get him to stop. This man is not gonna stop until he hit rock bottom. He got to hit rock bottom. And Randy, I know it's going to be hard for him to see his friend hit rock bottom, but he got to let him do it. He got to let him hit the ground. Can't keep catching him. Got to let him fall. Unfortunately, that's how some people learn. And even the ones that do fall, some of them still don't learn. Unfortunately. Hopefully Doug learns a valuable lesson from this. Stop being a fool. So anyway, moving on from that. Listen. I felt bad for Jacob. I did. I felt bad for Jacob because that man wasn't doing nothing but his damn job. That's all he was doing was his job. But I had a feeling Naomi and the rest of the Duprees were going to react like that. I had a feeling they were going to be pissed. They was going to be ready to whoop his ass. I knew it. And, they were mad in that moment. But I think over time, as the night progressed, they started to understand. They started to understand he was just doing his job. And I'm glad Anita told Naomi that. Like, he was just doing his job. He was doing the type of job that they expect out of their police officers in their town. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect that man to give y'all preferential treatment every single time. He can't do that. And I'm glad Jacob took the case. I'm glad Jacob took the case because he had a point though. Had another officer took the case, they wouldn't have been as sensitive. They wouldn't have cared as much. Unfortunately. So I felt like it was fucked up that Naomi was blaming him, talking about he an errand boy and all this type of stuff, because that's not what it is. Now, she should know Jacob better than that. She should know that Jacob would never be on Bill's side against hers. Like, come on now. But it's coming from the state's attorney's office. So what do you want him to do? I do understand where she was coming from when she said, Jacob could have gave her a heads up that, he could have. He could have sent her a little text and said, hey, I got to do. Maybe he could have. But he was still doing, what he get paid to do. Can't get mad at that. It is what it is. And that's sad that when he got home, Naomi was like, you going to sleep on the couch. I said, damn, Naomi. I was like, you ain't got to make the brother sleep on the sofa. Like, that was foul. I hate when you're in a marriage, people do that. You know how your wife get mad and the first thing they do is make you go sleep on that sofa? I can't do that. I would refuse, flat out. Because if I own half the home and that's half my bedroom, half my bed, you think I'm going to sleep on the sofa? Hell no, I ain't going to sleep on no couch. I'm sleeping beside you. We ain't got to touch each other, whatever. But I ain't going to sleep on no couch. I don't know why that's the go-to for women. Go sleep on the sofa. Hey, I wish I would. I wish I would have thought about it. Ain't going to happen. Not going to happen. Danny was funny as shit. Let me tell you something. Danny is crazy. Like, with a capital C. She put the cray in crazy. She was funny as shit. The way she went up in that station and showed out. When they do the fingerprinting thing, when they processing you, they booking you. I love the fingerprint thing. I didn't know that they had that kind of fingerprint machine now. Maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know. Because I remember they used to always do the ink thing and stuff. Dip your thumb in ink. They don't do that no more. Because they got some high-tech shit now. They got a little technology. I said, okay. But the way she posed for that camera when she was doing her mugshot and laughing all up at the camera, I said, yo. The way Anita and Chelsea and all them facial expressions, I would have been the same way if I was Chelsea. The way she was trying to hold her laughing, that shit was funny. That was hilarious. I say, yo, Danny is wild. She is wild. Like, seriously, she is nuts. And I love Danny. I freaking love her crazy. Like, her crazy is funny to me. Bill just, Lord have mercy. This man really is an ass. A grade A ass. A A plus ass. That's what he is. This dude had the nerve to call a reporter and talk about, oh, I'm going to give you an exclusive. A Dupree is getting arrested right now. I say, I was like, Bill, why you got to do all of that? Like, he is such a bastard. This fool done went down to the jailhouse and had the globe talking about, oh, where the star at? I say, you know what? Such an ass. Total ass. Martin was ready to whoop his ass, though. Martin was ready to get on him. Like, Smitty had to hold him back. And you know what? Martin, he's an ass too. He's a jackass. But you know what? I would have been cool with him beating Bill ass, because Bill need an ass whooping at this point. But I'm glad Smitty held him back and let him know, like, nope, can't do it. And Vernon and them was like, nope, this ain't the place, this ain't the time. Anita was like, nope, we got eyes on us. We ain't got time for nobody else to be going to jail. I ain't gonna lie. I am happy that Haley called Bill out, because he needed to hear that. I definitely feel like Bill is not over Danny. He's not over messing with the Dupree family. He not over it. Like, Bill is, he's obsessed with Danny. He's obsessed with that whole family. Like, he just keeps antagonizing them. Because Danny was ready to let it go. Like, she was ready to move on, start a new chapter in life, and this fool had to do his foolishness, and get her locked up. So I'm glad Haley convinced him to drop the charges, because he knew if he didn't, it was going to be a problem. Like, he knew he had to drop it. Because you know what? Bill keep playing this dangerous game. Like he just keep playing the game. Haley hopefully is realizing that Bill don't give a fuck about her. He really don't. Like they are newlyweds. They've been married what, a couple of days, a day, 2 days, and he's still worrying about the Duprees, still worrying about Danny, still trying to get revenge, still trying to like Haley walk away. But I feel like she ain't gonna walk away because she cared too much about that money. That's all it is. Like she don't want to walk away from that lifestyle because she knows if she divorce him now or annul the marriage now, she ain't getting nothing. She already know that. So of course she gonna ride it out. But it's like, how much are you willing to take? Like she need to walk away from this bootleg marriage. That man ain't never gonna care nothing about her. Um, Anita was looking at Danny like, I know this is not the child I raised. Like Danny sitting there trying to talk to Chelsea and let her know, like, that's still your father, yada yada yada. Basically, don't base your relationship with your dad off of how he treats me. Base it off of how he treats you. And I get that. I do. But that's gonna be hard for them to do. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be hard for Chelsea and Naomi to do. That's asking a lot. But Anita was looking at, Danny like she done really lost her damn mind. Cause she was like, oh, I think him doing this was some type of overture that he want me back, or he still, want me. And I'm like, you can't be this far gone. Like you can't be this delulu. Like you really can't. Danny is delusional as shit. She really thinks that this is his invitation to get in her back. And she talking about she'll take him back. Danny, why? Like she's that head over heels for him. Like I understand she was with the man for 30 years, but damn. Like she really willing to take that fool back after all of this. Yeah, she crazy as hell. This is the same man that called her desperate. I still play that shit in my mind every now and again when I watch the show. Like the way he just called her desperate. I'm like, hey, you still want him back? Leave that bastard alone. Mm-mm. That ain't nothing but the devil. Cause ain't no way. Um, Smitty, I'm not gonna lie, Smitty needs to get the hell away from Martin. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because the way Martin continues to be an ass towards him is just annoying to me. I'm like, Smitty, you don't gotta take that. Cause that man is a straight ass. Straight asshole. The way he speaks to Smitty. And try to downplay his feelings and his concerns. Um Vernon was definitely trying to placate Smitty when Smitty was talking about his concerns about Martin's temper and stuff like that. He was like, oh, it's warranted every now and again. We all wanted to beat up on Bill. No, it's something bigger than that, and Vernon know it. But Vernon's trying to downplay it. He trying to placate. Smitty need to get to the bottom of this. He do, and I think he gonna start looking into this. But I also want Smitty to get away from Martin because I feel like the way his temper is set up is he gonna have an Ike Turner moment. Like something is giving that vibe that he might snap on Smitty one day and just knock him to the floor. And I would hate to see that. I really would, like, because Smitty is super nice. I would hate to see him, get that Ike Turner treatment from Martin. I'm like, nope, get away. Get away from that bastard. Get away. The Duprees is just going through it right now. They need to get together. They really do. But I hope Naomi listened to, Danny and Anita as far as her marriage is concerned, because I really feel like she shouldn't be destroying her marriage over this, because she know good and well Jacob was not taking Bill's side. That man was doing his job. She need to leave him be. That's all he was doing was his job. Like don't start that nonsense. Anyway, moving on from that. Ted. Teddy. Thaddeus. I cannot believe Thaddeus. I cannot believe Theodore. Like, sir, I took up for this man. Y'all know since day one, I done took up for Teddy. I feel bamboozled. I feel played. I feel used and abused because the way I argued for this man, it said, nah, he love on his wife too much for him to cheat. He love on Nicole way too much. No, he don't even know that nutball Leslie. Why this bastard not only know her, he paid her off back in the day. I said, this bastard. This bastard. I feel bamboozled. I don't like to be played. Y'all know this. I don't like to be played with. I said, come on now, Teddy. Come on now, Ted. Tell me you didn't cheat on this woman. I need to know the real story because he's saying they had an affair. She's saying, Leslie is saying that they were together and he left her for Nicole. I'm confused. So was she married at the time? Was Leslie married at the time and the affair happened when she was married, but Ted wasn't with Nicole yet? And then he met Nicole and that's when he broke things off with Leslie. And he said he paid her. And he tried to pay her again. He was like, how much is it gonna cost me to get rid of you, to get you to go away? I said, Teddy, you trying to put more ducats in her pocket. Baby, Leslie said, oh no, I want the one thing you never gave me. She said, bitch, I want respect. I said, oh, you ain't gonna get that. You need to have respect for yourself, madam. You carried on a whole affair with this man. You ain't got no respect for your damn self. If Ted think he gonna get rid of Leslie that fast, oh, you got another thing coming, brother. You got another thing coming, because a trick like that, let me tell you something. Leslie ain't got nothing to lose. She ain't got nothing to lose. She cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She's a ham sandwich short of a fucking picnic. You ain't getting rid of her. You're not getting rid of her. I'm sorry, but she ain't going nowhere. You could write the biggest check of your life, and she still ain't going nowhere. That's a nut and a half. You ain't going. She ain't going nowhere. You ain't get rid of her. You got another thing coming. Ain't a check big enough to make her go away at this point. I was so disappointed in Ted when he confirmed he slept with that thing back in the day. I said, no, you didn't. Let me not call her that because Leslie is gorgeous. I ain't gonna lie. That's a beautiful woman. But you done slept with crazy. And now you got crazy at the Dupree doorstep. Like, are you serious? You know how the Duprees feel about being embarrassed. Wait till Anita get a load of this. Oh, you know Anita gonna go the fuck off when she find out about Ted. Oh, Anita gonna hit the fan. I feel so bad for Nicole. Because he was all up on her. I never suspected that he knew Leslie. I never suspected he would do some shit like that. Because he was all up on Nicole. Like, he really showed a dude who was in love with his wife. And I never felt like he was doing that out of guilt or anything. Like, he genuinely loved his wife. But I'm like, damn. You done brought this drama to your wife's doorstep? To her doorstep. This crazy loon was on the roof ready to jump. Leslie, let me tell you something. Leslie, the actress who plays Leslie, gets an A plus 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 from me because that was some acting right there. The way she played the shit out of Nicole, like she even had tears coming down. Like it convinced me that she was really suicidal. Like she was really gonna jump. Like that's how good she was. She was acting down. And apparently Leslie from the theater too. She used to have some theater background back in the day. I said, oh, that's why she's so good. Um. She was putting on with that performance. But the shit that caught me off guard was when she asked Nicole, oh, how much did it cost? I was like, what you talking about? When she said that, I was like, what you mean? How much did it cost? How much did what cost? And she said, oh, your red bottoms. Like, bitch, you about to jump off a fucking roof and you worried about how much her red bottoms cost. I said, oh my God, Leslie is funny. Like, she really is. She is a nut and a half. She ain't even half of a nut. She a whole nut. A nut. Just a nut supreme. Like, she crazy as a motherfucker. Like, really? You about to jump off a fucking roof and you worried about how much her red bottoms cost? Are we really worried about that? I'm just saying. Um, and Nicole is none the wiser about what's going on. None the wiser. I feel bad for Nicole. I know she gonna hit the fan. I really do hope she go Diary of a Mad Black Woman on Ted ass when she find out. I hope she do. I hope she give it to him. I have a feeling though that Eva is definitely at some point gonna turn on Leslie. I could see it. The wheels are in motion. I could see it because when she met up with Andre at the bar, you know, she introduced herself to him and stuff like that. I did feel like they were flirting a little bit with each other, not too much, but a little bit. I said, no, Andre, you can't sleep with her. That might be your cousin. We don't do that. Okay, that's some Alabama shit. We don't do that. That's not our thing. Okay, step away from her. Step away from the young lady. Thank you. Um, but Andre gave her some more insight into the Richardson family, into Ted and Nicole. I feel like the more she learns about Ted and Nicole, the more she likes about them, the more she softens up. And I feel like the more she learns, the more she's gonna step away from Leslie's little crazy ass plan. Cause Leslie is going way off script. Like none of this was a part of the plan. Eva was like, "You need to stick to the damn plan." At this point, Eva, you wasting your breath talking to her because Leslie is so far gone, and then her alias is Sherry, Sherry Carter. I said, "Wait a minute," and the name caught me right off guard. I said, "Sherry Carter, aka Sheila Carter." That makes a whole lot of sense. That makes a whole lot. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all ever meet somebody with the last name Carter, y'all better run the fuck away. Because these Carters are crazy. I'm going to tell you that right now. Sheila Carter, Sherry Carter, a.k.a. Leslie, they crazy than a motherfucker. Run away. I'm just saying. Get away from their ass. Um, but yeah, there's no talking no sense into Leslie at this point. Leslie is going to do what she want to do. So Eva better look out for Eva and nip this whole plan in the bud sooner rather than later because homegirl ain't take her medication. Hey, she just going way off script. Um, so anyway, moving on from that. Andre, I know damn well Derek is getting tired of Andre just popping up on them while they, chilling and while he trying to have some me time with his lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, Andre, stay popping up. Oh, you deliver any babies without me lately? Duh. Andre, get away from that girl. Get away from her. Leave that girl in peace. Okay? But I definitely got a feeling Ashley is definitely going to cheat with Andre at some point. I'm just wondering when. Because they definitely going to hit them sheets. Ain't no question about that. Um, but anyway, I think that's everything in this episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Peace.